every fucking time. Fuck. Fucking, my fucking mic's muted, and I'm a howdy, sir. How are you? Fucking retards.
It wouldn't be the same show if it didn't work like that every damn time.
Wait, turn my headphones up. I'm not monitoring.
We need a producer for this bitch.
So right off the bat, I feel the need to
For speed.
to publicly suck Kaya's cock.
All right.
So I'm ashamed to admit this. I actually sent this to the gist of this, what I'm about to say. I sent it to him in a message and then deleted it so he couldn't screenshot it and use it against me.
All right. And now you're going to say it out here, put it out for everybody? Oh, hold on. Let me push record. So I got this on the thing. I forgot to record the thing. All right. Go ahead.
We're starting over.
All right.
I forgot to record too.
Good thing I said that. See, we're like a minute in and we got this all fucked up.
Anyway. So you want to just go to a story?
Yeah. All right, bye. Let's just go to
that. So what I was going to say is, I'm going to ask you this a different way.
All right.
Do you think fat shaming is wrong?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. There's a line.
All right. What about if somebody like me, if I change my eating habits and my mentality because of fat shaming, I take that to mean that I'm weak-willed.
All right. You're going to live longer, but you're going to live weaker.
You're laughing. But all this time I've been pretending that all the fat jokes and shit don't bother me. When of course, it just eats away a little bit of my inside. And that this whole thing with doing this OMAD thing, and I'm down like 12 pounds now. I've kind of got a whole new outlook. Like, you know what, maybe it's not too late to do something and I can, maybe live another 10 years, possibly. I had pictured, only making it about another 4 or 5, but
only another 4 or 5.
I mean, I really thought I was on my way out, like I told you, when I spilled that cup of coffee on my lap, I just thought that I was stroking out and this was it.
All right.
But if it wasn't for Kaya's constant abuse, along with everybody else that is nice enough to send me private messages to tell me that I'm fat, I don't know that I would have made this decision.
So that's my I don't know if it's a problem or whatever, but so do you think that Kaya is calling you fat because he's a good guy? I'm a good guy. I better start calling Doug fat so he does something about it.
If I had to guess, okay, yeah, I'm going to psychoanalyze Kaya.
Oh boy.
I think he's probably got some issues to where he's not entirely sure how to deal with certain feelings, like trust, maybe.
Okay.
So I think he's constantly trying to keep people at arm's reach, and making fun of fat people is funny. So,
right. Huh. So you think that's what it is?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know that I care.
Oh.
Whatever his reason is for doing it. I mean, you don't try to get somebody to commit suicide out of love. Well, he did it. I really, really love him. But it's funny, in my fucked up bravado, I guess, in my head, I am the weak one because I am now, you know what? I don't want to be called fat anymore, so I'm going to lose weight. Like,
so you're weak?
Yeah, they got the better of me. Because this whole time I've been pretending that I didn't care, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, if all of a sudden I start dropping weight and watching what I'm eating, and
He
Obviously,
did
I
care.
cared.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
You can't care, you pussy. Oh, that always kills me. Like if you care about something, there's something wrong with you. It's weird to me. I get it because sometimes I feel the same way, but like you have to pretend like you don't care, you know?
So it's, and you've known, because I've shared with you in private that, like, that one time that I got that message on Patreon, it was somebody wrote a message and said, "Hey man, great show. I love your show. You guys are funny. Whatever. Thanks for the great content." And
Yeah.
then another follow-up message just said, "Oh yeah, you're fat." And that got me down for the entire fucking day. Like, I've been called fat 15 ways to Sunday, but that one that he actually took the time to compose a new message just to let me know that I was fat. Like, you motherfucker.
And in his mind, I think that, oh fuck, I forgot to tell him he's fat. He's gonna die. He was probably thinking he wanted to be in on the joke. He wasn't, he had no intention. He didn't care what the words were. He just wanted to be in on the joke. And so how do you imagine that I feel when people call my mom a whore?
But she is. So there's a difference.
Yeah, I don't care. I was trying to be sincere, but I'm telling you, I genuinely don't care about. Because I mean, even if I wanted to, even if there was any shaming involved, I can't change that. There's nothing that I can do about that.
Right. So, and it goes back to something I said in the past. If you're a fat person and you don't like to be called fat,
Yeah,
then change it.
right.
Or if you're a fat person and you're okay with being fat, then who gives a fuck if somebody's calling you fat?
Right.
That's your two options.
Yeah.
Just like if you're black and you don't like being called black,
do something about it.
go in whiteface then.
Quit being black. Did you say go in whiteface? It just registered.
You're caught up with the show now?
Yeah.
There must be a lag.
Oh shit. So we put out Bad Cop show on our feed, and that's probably no. I saw a message in Discord saying that they wished that they would have listened to the Bad Cop show before, not taken my advice, because it was a good show and it was a lot like Who's Right, except for less arguing and half as racist.
And so I don't know that I think they just need to go back a couple episodes and they'll find out that they are way more than us.
So what I got out of that is they wished they would have listened to the show despite what I said. I never said anything bad. I just said that I don't listen to it. I didn't tell anybody not to listen to it.
You've given them enough of our fucking time. I'm not talking. We have valuable minutes that we're using here, and I'm not going to spend it talking about Bad Cop.
Go check out Bad Cop. It's a great show.
Hold on. You know what? Oh, fuck. Bad Cop.
This is valuable minutes you're wasting here.
Cop show.podbean.com.
All right. God, that's a shitty looking link.
I don't even know if that's it.
Just it doesn't matter now. It's up there. You should have put .org or .net or something.
Anyway, all right. Enough. We got a bunch of shit to get through.
Right.
I've got to put this back up.
All right.
Yeah. So don't forget to go to patreon.com/who's right. We are doing a bonus show next week.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna rearrange our tiers a little bit. If you're in the $1 tier, you still get the weekly bonus show, but the people in the $5 tiers will start getting a little something extra.
Little extra. If you laugh or like what we're doing, at the very least, share our shit. Tell other people. Tell people that our show is good, or that it made you laugh, or that I'm stupid, or Doug's fat, or just tell people about the show.
Or you don't have to bring up the fat thing. I mean, that's fine too.
No, we need your help keeping Doug on the straight and narrow.
You know what? I want to. The weirdest fucking thing happened. I get a message with a video in it.
Mm-hmm.
The video I sent you.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to play it.
I kind of want you to.
I don't know that it's actually appropriate for the show. I know I can't show the video on YouTube. I think that the girl in there is a minor. I'm not sure.
Yep.
But what it is one of our listeners, mom, sent a video of one of our listeners drunk.
Uh-huh.
And I think what I want everybody else to get out of this is, one, don't drink, and two, don't drink when you're like 14 or however old this person is.
And don't tell your mom.
Right. Well, let me see if I can cue this up here.
All right.
Funny thing, the person knows. Don't you, you motherfucker. Keep coming, you bitch. I will come right back at you harder every fucking time.
Where's my whiskey? Where's my whiskey? I don't see it. All I see is my lot price. Where's my whiskey?
You know, it's so fun.
I wish we could show the video. Oh God.
All right. So there's only 3 people that think this is funnier.
Uh-huh.
No, that even give a fuck. Me, you, and the person watching right now that knows that I'm on to it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh my God. Never trust your mom.
All right. Now, can we start? Are we done with the bullshit now?
Yeah, smash that like button. Let's go.
We were going to do a mini WATP episode. So I think if anybody listens to both shows or you don't know, so that's Who Are These Podcasts? He's been threatened by Stuttering John for getting sued for playing podcast clips on his show or something. I don't fucking know.
So fucking stupid.
So he has asked any of the podcasts that listen to him to join him in his fight. So I have no idea what I'm about to fucking listen to, but we're going to do a little mini WATP here.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
And it was a great height. Because the bridge was all washed out due to a heavy rainfall. So I had to scale these 2 trees that were lying across the stream, and then the top of a bench that would get to the other piece. And it was great. I felt like a real, Crocodile Dundee.
What?
Yeah.
I think maybe he meant Indiana Jones. I felt like a real Crocodile Dundee.
I constantly feel like a real Steve Irwin.
I kind of want to clip that. Do we get to clip shit now? Now that we're WATP? I felt like a real Crocodile Dundee. That's fucking great.
I can actually do it on the fly here. We just have to listen to it again.
All right, go.
Are you sure about that?
100% positive, because that's funny. As long as you play it over the amount of times that it becomes funny. Just keep playing it after it's funny.
No, I can't.
Damn it.
I'd have to stop recording, then we have to start the show over.
All right, ready? Go. We're only 14 minutes in. What's the difference? Let's start the fucking shit over.
It can't get any fucking worse.
Right.
All right. What do we got here?
Courtesy of the Stuttering John podcast.
I can't believe this. Yeah, baby. Why does that fade out like that? That's a weird fade out.
I gotta fix that. I redid
just-
the system again.
It doesn't dissolve. I get so I can come in over the music. You know
It's a
what I'm saying?
setting. I'll fix it right
Come
now.
on, man. We got to get this shit together. We can't be the world famous Stuttering John podcast
I don't
without
even-
professionalism.
I don't even know. We can't say anything about that. That sounds just like our show.
It just sounds like us with better sound quality. That's cool.
The only difference between that show and our show is one of them is was the announcer for the Tonight Show.
Yeah, we can't do that on the world famous Who's Right podcast.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck that bit. I'm done.
No, I want to keep going. That's great.
That backfired.
No, I think it front fired. That's about what we expected.
Front fired. All right. Do one more.
Sure.
Never forget Jay. I don't know if he was kidding or not, but we were in the NBC van coming back from a jaywalking that I wrote, and then he was like, just a fucking, just a thing this already.
What? That one just confused me.
So I don't want to get into the whole fucking thing, but what I think is funny is that douchebag had to crowbar in there. We were going to do a jaywalking bit that I
wrote. Yeah, I noticed that too. Don't forget, I wrote it.
Oh, what a fucking tool. All right. Well, there.
What people don't know about this podcast is that I write the whole thing, all of it. We got a script that we follow to the T, and I write it.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, you need to deliver your lines a little better. Come on.
That's read it like I wrote it. You're right there.
That was just funny. Read it like I wrote it.
All right. So we're gonna go to let's see. Stuttering John. Check. Share our stuff.
On the line. Check.
Yeah. Share our stuff. Did they do that yet?
I don't know. Did you share our stuff yet, guys? Come on.
Go check.
Oh, looks like it's shared here. Here. All right, we're good.
All right. What the fuck am I looking at here? What's this first article?
I put that up there. It's pretty fucked up.
Police investigating hate crime after transgender woman turned down for porn role because she has a penis. What? This ain't real.
This ain't real.
All right. Cops are investigating a hate crime after a transgender woman was turned down for a porn role because she has a penis. Raya Cooper, 25, who became Britain's youngest trans person when she transitioned 10 years ago, said at 15. See, if you transition young, you turn to porn. Is that what you want for your son daughters?
Your son daughter? I like that.
Says an anonymous photographer messaged her saying he wanted them to have sex on camera and sell the resulting porno.
I'm going to start messaging people. Hey, I'm an anonymous photographer. I want to have sex with you and sell the porno. That's
so
great.
You see, it's all in the angles here. If you're looking at these pictures, the first picture, she looks, other than the big fucking lips, I don't think she looks bad. And then the second picture, she looks like a dude with long hair and big lips. I don't think that's all right. But when we found out Rhea still has male reproductive organs, he immediately retracted the offer.
You got a dick? No, I'm out.
No, it's that she still has it.
Oh, you haven't turned that thing inside out yet? I'm out.
In messages exchanged over WhatsApp, the photographer claimed he couldn't work with her because she has a cock. Or a castric, I guess.
A castric.
Rhea has hit out at the transphobic behavior and says she's being unfairly discriminated against her in modeling. This is so fucking stupid.
Transphobic behavior. I'm not going to make a porno with you because you have a cock. How is that transphobic?
He then cut all contact with Rhea, who says her social media profiles clearly state she is a ladyboy. So if I don't know what ladyboy means, I just assume that means she likes to shoot guns and shit.
Maybe that's why you cut contact. This bitch is crazy. She's a ladyboy.
Okay, so we've asked several times on the show, what is a hate crime? This spells it out. It says, what is a hate crime? And then it gives you the answers. All right. A hate crime is when someone commits a crime against you because of your disability, gender, identity, race, sexual orientation, weight, religion, or any other perceived difference.
Or any other perceived difference. You're not quite as tall as me. Oh shit, I'm going to jail.
You didn't see that I snuck Wade in there, did you?
Yeah, I did. I was just gonna let you have that one, you know.
Okay, so let's break that apart. A hate crime is when someone commits a crime against you because of your disability. Like, there's a cripple. Let's go beat him up.
So you're missing the important part here that doesn't apply. A hate crime is when someone commits a crime. What's the crime
No,
in not making a porno with somebody?
I'm not even talking about the article anymore. That's fucking stupid. I'm more curious about. I want to get to the bottom of what a hate crime is.
Oh. But you know this isn't America. This is from
Hate crime is a hate crime anywhere, Anthony.
no. This is wait. All right. Fair enough. Huh. It doesn't always include physical violence. Someone using offensive language towards you or harassing you because of who you are or who you think you are. Who do you think you are?
Oh,
It's
who they think
also a crime. Who they think you are is also a crime.
So,
What?
okay, if there's a guy walking down the street and his name's Dave, and you
Yeah.
go, "Fuck you, Bob."
That's
Hate
a hate
crime.
crime. I fucking hate Bob.
I thought you were somebody else. The same goes for someone posting abusive or offensive messages about you online. All you motherfuckers are going to die. You guys have all hate crimed me.
You all hate crimed me.
I would like to report 2,000 hate crimes, please.
I think you should get an undercover agent to monitor our Discord.
A hate crime is defined as any criminal offense which is perceived by the victim or any other person to be motivated by hostility or prejudice based on a person's race or perceived race, religion or perceived religion, sexual orientation or perceived sexual orientation, disability or perceived disability, and any crime motivated by hostility or prejudice against a person who is transgender or perceived to be transgender. What in the fuck did I just read?
that is horrible. Like, if you think it was a crime, it was a crime, and we will arrest them. What the fuck?
Okay, so we've argued about this.
Yeah.
Like your stance is probably the right stance. You know, if you
Wait,
assault,
hold on. Can you remind me what my stance is again?
yes, that there should be no different penalty between a crime and a hate crime.
Right.
So if I walk up and beat somebody up, if I punch him in the face,
Yeah.
whether she is a 92-year-old grandmother
Uh-huh.
or a 9-year-old infant,
Right. Wait. All right. Or a 9-year-old grandmother.
or yeah, but so if I beat up a 9-year-old girl because she's gay, I should face the same penalty as if I beat up a 45-year-old straight white male, cis, he, him.
Right. Right. I agree. Yes.
And on the surface, it's like I fundamentally, it's like I feel like I should disagree with that. But then I know when I'm saying it, it's just fucking retarded what's coming out of my mouth. Like,
Uh-huh.
no. If you punch this person because he stole $20 from you,
Yeah.
it's a class A misdemeanor.
Okay.
And if you just decide to go out and put on your Confederate flag bandana and beat up a bunch of gays,
Uh-huh.
the fines or the penalties should be more severe. I feel like that. But then it's like one's just as bad as the other. I mean, the motivation is not the issue. It's the crime that was committed.
Right.
Because then otherwise, so if you prosecute somebody for the hate crime,
Uh-huh.
you're prosecuting them for the thoughts that led up to it,
Right.
which is like a thought crime.
Right. Not only that, but you're legally creating divisions in people. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we divide ourselves enough. We don't need laws to do it. And then you get situations where if a white guy and a black guy get into a fight, no matter what the circumstances, if the black guy gets hurt, it's a hate crime. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So we're not even through this. If you think you or someone you know may be a victim, you can report it to the local what?
I think this is the show notes for the week. just this paragraph. If you think you or someone you know might be a victim of a hate crime, you can report it to your local police force. See how many of our listeners report us for hate crimes.
No, we don't want that. Dummy, don't give them any fucking idea.
I told you this isn't America. Do we have any non-American listeners? Are there any non-Americans? I think that's just a myth.
They don't even have internet there.
Right.
Internet's only in the United States.
Right.
All right. Hate crime. Check.
Check.
I don't know if I see all these sound like they're good ideas until I.
What? These stories, you mean?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Halloween's coming up. Let's talk about trick or treating.
Okay.
Okay. Law changed about trick or treaters over 12 in Virginia town facing time.
Jail time.
Yeah, I feel like I had a stroke.
You're just skipping words.
There was other words that were supposed to come out of my head.
Uh-huh.
After the story drew national attention in 2018, one city said it had not enforced the law in its more than 45 years of history. It also said that anyone smashing pumpkins, as an example, would draw police attention. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. In parts of Virginia, anyone 13 or older who goes trick-or-treating can be sent to jail for up to 6 months. And no matter what age, trick-or-treating after 8 p.m. can land you in the clink for up to 30 days. Fines range between $25 and $100.
So when you're writing for the news or whatever, ABC 13 News, you shouldn't use the word clink. It just sounds fucking weird. You're gonna land in the clink. What fucking year is this?
Didn't it make you think of Germans?
It makes me think of like the 1930. You're gonna land in the clink, son. Like fucking weird, man.
Oh, that for some reason that makes me think of Germans.
Hmm.
The word clink.
It's getting awful close to racist there. Better be careful.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I was actually expecting a reaction out of you. Something about capitalism or something. There's got to be something that was
something about capitalism or something. I don't fucking know.
The fact that there's a law anywhere in the United States that says that you can go to jail for trick or treating after a certain time or being above a certain age. I thought that would elicit a reaction out of you.
I agree with this. I think you should have to start carrying a license. You have to show your license. Trick or treat. Here's my license. Give me some candy. Oh shit. I can't believe I don't know that this is real. Or what I want to know is why they would pass this law in the first place. How do you think that happened? How do you think that those meetings went? We need this law to put 12-year-olds in jail.
Along the same lines as how pit bull laws get put into place. Somebody don't take care of their dog goes out and bites somebody, and now all of a sudden pit bulls are banned in city limits. It's the same thing with trick or treaters.
So now you're comparing kids to pit bulls?
Yeah, some fucking trick or treater went out and bit up some old lady, and then they banned them or something.
Somebody didn't take care of their trick or treaters, and now they're banned.
Yeah, some knee jerk reaction, I'm sure.
So, do you hand out candy for Halloween?
Yeah.
So if somebody comes to your house and they're 17, like taller than you are, do you give them shit or do you give them candy?
I give them candy.
Okay.
Why do I give a fuck?
I feel exactly the same way. That's what I care. If you eat, okay, what if they're not in a costume?
I don't give a shit. I don't care if their cars broke down and they're coming up to use the phone. I just give them candy, close the door.
Get the fuck out.
I keep a bowl of candy at the door all the time just for that reason.
Huh.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember if I talked about this last year or not when I was living in that city in North Carolina with all the black people. During trick or treating. Did I tell you about it?
No, I don't think so.
So if I remember correctly, I'm sure I'll fuck something up, but I know we spent, I don't know, just a fucking, like say $60 on candy for Halloween.
Yeah.
And the first there's like thousands and thousands of little black kids that lived in the neighborhood. So
All
I
right.
just assumed, because we lived in a decent house in, like, there was one block that was like a nice block, and then
Yeah.
it was surrounded by ghetto. So I just assumed that everybody was going to just swarm on our block.
Thinking that you're going to give out full bars.
Yeah, it's a full bar block.
All right.
So anyway, I bought all this fucking candy, and the first kid comes to the door. Let me rephrase that. The first time the doorbell rings, I open it up, and there's, I don't know, 20 kids out there. They're
Yeah.
all walking around together for safety. Fuck, I
Yeah.
don't know.
For safety.
And they were all dressed like little gang members.
Crazy. Crazy how that works.
I opened the door, gave them all a piece of candy, whatever, closed the door. And then it was like 45 minutes and nobody came. Doorbell rings. And by this time, you know, it already been dark for an hour.
Yeah.
I was getting nervous having the door unlocked. I'm not exaggerating.
I was getting nervous having the door unlocked. What the fuck?
So the doorbell rings. I open the door, and there's one little white kid sitting out there, you know, and he's sitting there holding up his fucking pillowcase or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just take the entire bowl of candy. This is your lucky day. I dump all the candy in his bag, and his dad says, "You're our first house, and we're done. Thank you."
We don't have to get mugged tonight.
I did. I dumped that candy in his fucking bag, turn around,
Turn the light off.
Yep.
Really? Why? Why? What if more kids came?
Well, they can't. It's against the law to come to the house if the light's not
And you're calling the fucking police.
on.
Wow. So, did you give him the candy because he was white?
I don't know.
Just you did. I know you did. It's unconscious bias.
So you think if it would have been just a singular black kid that I would have just gave him a little Tootsie Roll and like,
Yep. And then turned your light on brighter, trying to get some white kids in. You big sign in your yard that says whites only.
God, there's no way that would have backfired on me.
No, just say I decorated for Halloween. It's supposed to be scary. What else would scare people more than that?
There's I didn't realize how I'm being flooded with memories right now of my youth. And so at one point in my life, my brother lived in a shitty courts. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to say the name of it, but
yeah,
it was a shitty neighborhood, whatever, government housing. I don't know, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like my brother and his wife and two kids, then like a Mexican family, and then 500 black families. And my brother dressed up for Halloween as a KKK guy. He had
What the
sheets and
fuck?
white pointy hood, and he walked around with a cross, like a big wooden cross that he built.
Are you making this up or are you
No,
serious?
I'm not making it up. Why would I make it up?
Wow. All right. So he made it out alive?
Yeah. That same courts area, my stepsister lived there when I was really, really, really young.
Yeah.
And she had a black cat, and that black cat's name was Nastrick.
No way. Your family is awesome.
They didn't own any.
You didn't stand a chance. Wow.
So the cat used to be able to climb brick walls.
Uh-huh.
It would climb from the outside. It would climb from the grass up to the second floor window.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, as it was climbing, it would just get stuck and it would stay there. And I can remember I was probably like 10 years old, her walking outside. Astric! Astric!
God. Huh. That's fucking crazy to me, man. Well, is that cat still alive?
I doubt it.
Oh my God. You ever talk to her about that? Like, what were you thinking?
No, I don't talk to any of them.
Because they're racist.
Yeah, because they're assholes. I don't.
That's cool.
Might talk about that on the next Patreon about.
Your family.
Yeah, because I know they're not members of it, so they won't hear this. All right, trick or treating, check.
Check.
Bridget the midget.
Oh boy, that's something that I never thought I'd hear. I didn't even know she was still alive.
I think I seen her in a strip club one time.
Really? Like you don't remember because she looked like every other girl there.
No, so I know that I was at the strip club while she was on stage.
Oh.
But that was the time of my life when I was really drunk.
for first like 7 years, I was really drunk.
So I can remember being in line at the strip club that night. I can remember paying the cover to get in. I can remember the announcer saying Bridget the midget. I don't remember seeing a midget.
Really?
Yeah. So either I was so drunk that she looked tall. I don't know.
maybe you were sitting in the back and you couldn't see over everybody standing up.
That sounds horrible. Whatever you just did.
What did I do? I coughed.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sounded like you coughed up a lung.
Oh.
Midget porn star faces 15 years in prison after stabbing boyfriend with a butter knife. Cheryl Murphy, who is better known by her adult film name Bridget the Midget, was arrested for allegedly stabbing her boyfriend with a butter knife. The 39-year-old was charged with burglary, battery with a deadly weapon, and domestic violence. If found guilty, Murphy could face a 15-year term.
So doesn't it make you the feeling that I got after reading that was it really sucks that her name is Cheryl. That ruins everything. Like Bridget the Midget just works perfect. Her name is Cheryl. That sucks.
That's
that's my takeaway. Like that fucking blows. Like it was all cool. Like, oh, her name really is Bridget, and she just went with it. She just leaned into it. I'm Bridget the Midget, and then you find out her name's not really Bridget; it's Cheryl.
The attack took place on September 18th in Las Vegas, Nevada. After Murphy entered her boyfriend's home, stabbing him in the leg when she found him in bed with another woman. Murphy's boyfriend, Jesse James, told officers he heard glass breaking in his home at 221. It's not the same Jesse James that builds motorcycles, is it?
I was thinking the same thing. I don't know.
Wasn't he banging Sandra Bullock?
Yes, and then he had to switch to Bridget the Midget.
That would be fucking awesome. Now I got to fact check. And you know what? When I read this initially, I thought, I wonder if that's the same one. Not, I should look.
No. Because I thought the same thing, but I didn't think to look.
Let's wait until we're live. We'll do it then.
Yeah. So, hey, it fits. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Jesse James. Hold, please. Spouse. Alexis DeJoria. Nope. All right. Different one. So,
All right.
can you imagine being that poor fucker after being drugged through the mud because of the Sandra Bullock thing? And then now Bridget the Midget's boyfriend. He's like, it wasn't me. Listen.
I swear it wasn't me. I date full-size people. Oh, God. You ever seen a Bridget the Midget porno?
I'm sure I have. I don't. The shit that I've seen,
Oh, shit. How do you get 15 years for stabbing somebody with a butter knife in the leg? That's weird.
I think it's funny that where else are you going to get stabbed by a midget other than the leg?
Just below the knee.
So all right. So for this conversation, we are going to say that you're looking at the picture, right?
Yep.
Okay. Would you fuck her?
So if you go down about the first,
I didn't talk about either out.
So the third pic, if you go to the third picture, I'd fuck that one, but only from that angle.
The
So
third
it's all-
picture. Now, I got to fucking count.
Fourth pictures, I guess.
What? Help me out here.
The one right above the one with the hand.
No, what's she doing?
She's just looking. She's just looking to the side. She's not doing anything. It's
What's
kind of a
behind
close.
her?
Nothing. It's just a blurry background. There's maybe some people behind her, I guess.
Oh, motherfucker.
You don't see it?
Anthony, there's 15 pictures of this fucking midget on the screen, and each one of them is her just looking.
I said the fourth picture. Do you not know how to count to 4?
Yes, 1, 2,
2,
3. The
3,
fourth picture
4.
is of a fucking military helicopter. The fifth picture is of her with a cityscape behind her, some jean jacket vest.
The one after that.
Okay. Fuck.
You don't have to make everything so fucking difficult.
Which one? The one that she's in. Oh, okay. What's she doing? Look at
The
motherfucker.
Did you say military helicopter?
Yeah.
I don't see a fucking military helicopter.
Douchebag. Okay, ask me what picture I'm looking at. Like,
What picture
let's-
are you looking at?
Let's role play.
All right. What picture are you looking at, Doug?
It's the one she's looking over her left shoulder. There appears to be 2 people behind her. See how fucking hard that was?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, yeah, that's a good picture.
Oh, shit.
What about the one where she's in handcuffs?
Yeah, I'd do those hands.
All right, so if we keep going down, yeah. So the picture below that, where she's in the glitter bra thing,
Yeah.
that it looks like she's only got one leg, and it's dead center.
Right?
The one below that,
She looks
Doesn't look-
like a crack whore to me.
yeah.
And then the one even below that looks even worse. Ugh, I don't know.
She looks like she is.
Stubby.
It looks like Blunt Mommy.
She's a stubby blunt mommy.
Stub Mommy.
I think you should see if you should get blunt mommy on. Get her response.
I think we should see if we can get Blunt Mommy to dress up as Bridget the Midget for Halloween.
I'm in. You put like big huge elf shoes on her knees, and she can walk around on her knees. That's pretty fucking funny.
Bridget the Midget, check. I was gonna say we should see if we can have her come on, but she's in jail, right?
No, I think she's probably out on bail, right?
Oh yeah, then I'm sure she's gonna be.
Do you have her number? Oh shit. I think you should call her up. She'd do it. You know she'd do it. She just wants the attention.
Oh, all right. Oh, please.
You're gonna look up Bridget the Midget's number. Just type in Bridget the Midget phone number and see what comes up. And then we'll just call it. Just, hey, is this Bridget?
All right, let's see what happens here. Bridget the Midget phone number.
You got a number?
7.
Dial that motherfucker.
All right. Yep. Moving on. That didn't work out. Damn it. I really like your cough button isn't working as handy as it has been in the past.
God damn it. What the fuck? That's pissing me off.
You got to talk to the person that wired up and fire them.
Out of a fucking cannon.
All right. Do you want to do the water pistol or controlling the weather?
Might as well do the water pistol. Just because it's first on the list.
I guess I got to read it out loud. I want you to read this in a black voice or something. I'm bored. I'm tired of reading.
I'm tired of reading. Florida Kook 71 gets 30 days in jail for a water pistol attack on female neighbor. Is that good? Does that sound good?
Keep on going.
I was just making sure it sounded good. The elderly, I can't even read. The elderly Florida kook who used a water pistol filled with his own urine to squirt a female neighbor in the face has been convicted of battery. Why are you laughing? You're fucking me up. But will only serve a month in jail for the vile attack, record show.
How come your racism ends midway through the sentence?
It's hard to keep it up. I can't read and think at the same time. Wait, did you say my racism ends mid-sentence?
He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and 1 year probation from the will commence upon his release from the Pinellas County lockup.
I wish we had a transition where my face went from black to white.
That could be like a public service announcement, like we're all one.
Yes, perfect. I love it. Joel Benjamin, 71, and today no contest plea on the misdemeanor charge during an appearance last Thursday in circuit court. My voice is all fucked up. I can't do it. Oh God. He was sentenced to 30 days in jail and 1 year probation term that will commence upon his release from the Pinellas County lockup. Oh, there's so much to read.
Forget it.
We haven't even gotten to what happened yet. He squirted some lady with his piss. Spoiler alert.
In an interview days after his arrest, Benjamin admitted that I lost my fucking temper and I shot her in the face with my squirt gun filled with piss.
The best part, though, is that so where to go? Benjamin claimed he targeted the woman because she had been spying on him as part of a purported government surveillance campaign. That's amazing.
I don't know. I don't. Okay. I understand that it's gross, but why is squirting somebody with piss treated differently than squirting them with water?
Because it's piss.
Oh,
if you squirt somebody with any of your bodily fluids, I think it's like automatically harassment, right? Or
it's automatic arousal.
Automatic arousal. Is that the name of the episode? So, all right, if somebody walks up to you and squirts you with piss, or sorry, with water, and some of it gets in your mouth, you're like, oh God, I don't know where that water came from. That's gross. If somebody squirts you with piss, you know where that piss came from. And if some of it gets in your mouth, you're going to tell me that that's just the same as getting squirted with water?
I said, I know that it's gross, but legally.
What if they squirt you and some of it gets in your butt? Then what? That person just peed in your butt. Then what? You okay with that?
Why was I in a position victim? I'm going to victim blame. Why was I in a position that would allow them such access?
Aren't you always? I just
if I pee in your butt, who's at fault?
You're the one that peed. You shouldn't have peed.
You shouldn't have put it. You shouldn't have presented.
Shouldn't have peed into my open butthole.
You shouldn't have presented for me.
That's victim blaming. You know you're wrong.
I was just asking a question. I wasn't saying what I believed or didn't believe. I'm just asking a question.
Because
I don't think you can get if I piss in your mouth. I don't mean my dick in your mouth resting on your tongue and then letting it the stream flow down the back of your throat. I just mean like across the room. I splash some piss in your face. I don't think you can get sick.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Dr. Doug. Yes, you can.
So, there's this myth or whatever that piss is sterile,
Yeah.
So like if you got a cut on your foot, you piss on your foot and it'll sterilize your wound or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it's like basic anatomy that like, it's just all the shit it's all the bullshit from your body comes out of either your butt or your peer, right?
Your butt or your peer. So what that says to me is that long before the internet existed, there were trolls. Like, I bet we can get this guy to pee on his fucking foot.
All right. We've got to do some shout outs, right?
Yeah.
And then we are going to take, 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to set up another stream for those of you that are watching on YouTube. We're going to go to another reaction video similar to last week. Was it last week?
Week before last.
Week before. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Was it last? Maybe it was week before. Fuck, I don't remember.
So do me a favor. Leave Discord. Go subscribe to YouTube. No.
Me? Do you want me to do that?
Patreon.com/who's right. We'll see you over there in a bit. All right, let's get to these shout outs.
All right.
Hold on, I got to start at the bottom.
You're gonna start at the bottom.
Yeah.
Why?
Motherfucker. Do you see that they're in order?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start at the bottom. Okay,
Yeah.
why? Do you see that they're in order? Those two things don't make sense together. What you just said.
They don't. It goes from highest to lowest, and it wouldn't make sense to do our backstories and then do okay. And here's some ones that we're not doing backstories.
Yeah. So just
So-
say that.
I'm starting at the bottom.
Okay.
All right. So these are people that are in the dollar tier that we can't afford to hire the investigator to do your backstory.
Right.
Sean, Chris, Harmander, T-Money, Jake, Mark, Charlie. Okay.
That's the best part of the show.
All right.
You just sit yelling names into the microphone. Best part of the show by far.
Okay.
Did you read these?
I did, and this one pissed me off, Mariah.
Oh, I knew it would.
Then why'd you do it? Why?
But it's funny. I don't give a fuck if it pisses you off. It was funny to me.
Why?
Because I think it's funny. Why is it funny? We can't explain why anything we do is ever funny, but
Everything that everything that the investigator has ever put together has been like just absurd bullshit that everybody is like, this is garbage, whatever.
Right.
And then this one comes along, which happens to be the same person who has been taking your side recently in our arguments.
I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
And now she gets this fucking light treatment.
What light treatment? This is what the investigator found.
All right. Go.
Is that what we're going with? Is Mariah?
Yeah.
Turn that down. Mariah is 49 years old. She is a singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, and entrepreneur. Referred to as the Songbird Supreme by the Guinness World Records, she is noted for her 5-octave vocal range, melismatic singing style, and signature use of the whistle register. She rose to fame in the early 1990s after signing to Columbia Records and releasing her eponymous debut album, which topped the US Billboard 200 for 11 consecutive weeks. Soon after, she became the only artist ever to have their first 5 singles reach number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts.
All right. This timing couldn't have been any better.
All right.
And I'm blaming you for me not talking about this earlier.
Perfect.
I just got a message from somebody on Instagram.
Okay.
And it says, hey, Doug, so I can't find your show on the Patreon app. I type in the name of the show, but nothing shows up. I'll send you a screenshot. Definitely want to be part of the Who's Right Navy. Been listening since the beginning. So then if that's the case, then you would have heard 2 weeks ago when I said, you can't find us on the Patreon app because somebody fucking reported us. So you have to go to http // I forgot what I'm www.patreon.
What I was doing.
Oh, you fucked it up.
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up. Patreon.com/who's right. We look forward to seeing you.
Oh shit.
All right. Where was I? Did you get through hers?
Yeah.
That was so
I'm glad that it pissed you off because as I was putting that in there, I was like, yeah, this is gonna piss Doug off. You have no sense of humor.
What was tell me what's funny about it.
I can't. If I have to explain it to you, it's not funny. If I have to explain it to you,
All right, I'm gonna try something here.
it made me laugh. That's all I care about.
Okay.
It made me laugh more when it made the investigator laugh more when he wrote it than when I just read it.
Mariah is 49 years old. She's a singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, and entrepreneur. Referred to as the Songbird Supreme by the Guinness World Records, she is noted for her 5-octave vocal range, melismatic singing style and signature use of the whistle register. Have I got to the funny part? I'm being serious.
No, there's no funny part in there, and you know that.
So that's what you think is funny? That there's no funny part?
Oh my God.
No, Anthony, I'm being serious.
Yeah, and so am I. Move on.
I'm being serious. I'm not attacking the private investigator.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna quit if you do.
Okay. She rose to fame in the early 1990s after signing to Columbia Records and releasing her. What's that word?
That's the funny part. You can't read. Chuck doesn't know how to read. That's the funny part.
Her eponymous debut album, which
Did you just say Pony the prostitute?
topped the Billboard 200 for 11 consecutive weeks. Soon after, she became the first only artist ever to have their first 5 singles reach number 1 the U.S. Hot 100 chart. Okay. Rob!
Rob is 27. Where's the music?
Oh, motherfucker.
Rob is 27 years old. He works in the research and development department for the world's largest urinal cake manufacturer. Because of his work with urine, he has contracted at various times in his career herpes, super AIDS, shingles, gout, and folliculitis. At this point in time, he appears to be in good health. Rob has a very specific fetish. He seeks out victims of horrific car accidents who are disfigured and offers to pay for plastic surgery if they allow him to perform anal sex immediately after the surgery is finished and ejaculate on the face bandages.
All right. So you don't notice a difference between that one and the one of the girl who has been taking your side in the arguments.
People are different. What do you want me to say? Different strokes for different folks.
Okay. And then it looks like there's been some more information for U Generation. He bumped his tier up from 5 to 20, and that triggered our private investigator to head back out in the field. Is that correct?
Great. Head back out into the field, brother. Okay. Cue the music.
God damn it. I keep forgetting. This is my stupid bit, and I keep forgetting.
All right. He was recently fired from his exotic fish store job after
Hold on.
complaints on.
Should you go back and
Yeah, I guess I can read the first. So U Generation is 24 years old. He works at an exotic fish store. He created an after-hours show at the store called Starfish Nipples, tentatively expanding to include the Pufferfish Poop Shoot Party and the Steve Irwin Memorial Stingray Swim, pending permits from the city. And then we just recently found out from our investigator that he was fired from the fish store after complaints on Twitter for the Steve Irwin Memorial Stingray Swim. He's currently working on the Bernie Sanders presidential campaign. Also has an application in at the local Subway sandwich place. He pitched them an advertisement idea where he eats nothing but Subway sandwiches, but the twist is he gains 100 pounds in 2 months and he doesn't fuck kids. And he recently moved out of his mom's basement into his dad's spare room.
and he may have somewhat of a drinking problem. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for signing up. We appreciate it. Those of you that are interested, like I said, we're going to hop off here, start a new feed here in a second, and watch another one of those social justice reaction videos.
Yay.
I am going to make a phone call real quick to our private investigator and find out why the fuck Mariah got that treatment.
All right.
What else? Oh, next weekend, right?
Oh, yeah. Is WATP?
Yeah, both Anthony and I are going to be co-hosting on WATP. It should be a fucking train wreck.
There's no should be about it. It's 100% guaranteed. Is it next weekend already?
Yeah, you remember I said you better get your shit ready, and you said I got plenty of time a month ago.
Fuck. I'm out. Is it too late to pull out?
Yeah, so it's still like 10 days away.
Yeah, 10. Only 10. I need like 10 months.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.